Hi, this is Aton, or Pi_r² from the Twisty Puzzles Forum. Now, I'm sure you're very familiar with this situation. The other day, I was trying to jumble my Edge Turning Rhombic Dodecahedron. And I was finding myself a little frustrated that I just kept getting blocked. Well, no need to worry anymore. This is the Etrd++. I've done 2 levels of unbandaging on this puzzle, and boy, is it fun. This puzzle can do that same turn, but now you can keep going. That's the first level of unbandaging I've done. I've taken essentially every instance of this pentagonal-ish piece, and I've sliced it into the pieces, this pentagonal piece, as well as the piece immediately next to it, which doesn't have a sticker on it, because it barely shows up on the surface. Now, that same thing actually happened to the larger shield-shaped pieces there. But those pieces actually got split into 3. Let me undo this so I can show you what I mean. There we go. So, if you look at, if we compare these 2 faces, let's compare faces that are the same color. So these shield-shaped pieces got split into 3. There are 2 on the exterior of the puzzle and 1 in between that is only on the interior. Or at least it didn't show up on the surface enough to get a sticker. What's interesting is that when I split this piece and when I split that piece, I actually end up with some pieces that happen elsewhere on the puzzle. In fact, these pentagonal pieces that come off of the small pentagons and the shield-shaped pieces are identical. And so are the internal pieces, the ones that don't show up on the surface. Those are identical to each other too. It goes even further, and so does the unbandaging. When I did the second level of unbandaging, just like on the ETO, plus and plus plus, on the plus plus version, the second level took the 3-fold corners and split them in a similar way to these groupings on the 4-fold corners. So this piece right here is actually identical in mechanism to this piece here. And the 2 little triangles that are on either side of it are identical to the corner points here. But that's only on the inside of the puzzle that they're identical. What's really cool is that these long triangle pieces that are left over after I split off these 3 from the 3-fold corners, those long triangles are identical to the long triangles that split off from the large shield-shaped pieces. So this puzzle's wild, and it has lots of pieces that are identical in mechanism, and that means it's going to be crazy to scramble. Let me show you just a few kinds of moves this has. And this part of the video is going to be very similar to what I showed in the ETO++ video. This takes a little bit of setup. I'm going to turn, say, this one to here, and then I'll turn it back to here-ish. No, I'll turn it to here. And now note, I said that this piece right here has the same mechanism as the corner pieces. Now, something we already knew on the Etrd was that the corner pieces and the centers have the same mechanism too. So now I've made this new piece take the place of one of the centers of a face, and I can slice it off. Does that make sense? It's kind of insane. So I'm going to just swap a center back into place. And now I'll head back to where I started. And you can see that I have done some serious swapping around of pieces. I've got some stuff sticking out of the puzzle. Look out for points. They're not as sharp as they used to be on the original version. Let's see if I can undo this. Wish me luck. Aha! Here we go. Whew. That was a relief. I'm not planning to scramble this thing until the end of the video. So that's the other kind of cool scrambling that we have here. Those two new types of slices that I've added to the puzzle really liberate the puzzle when scrambling. And it allows for a lot more swapping of pieces and a lot deeper of a scramble. While this physical copy of the puzzle is spoken for, it's actually going to our line of the Twisty Puzzling YouTube channel. The puzzle is going to be available for sale as a do-it-yourself kit on my iMaterialize shop. There will be a link in the description. This one has a lot of pieces, so be warned. But it's a fun assembly, and it turns pretty well. It does take some work to break it in, but once you've done that, it turns great. Definitely use some silicone spray to get it moving. That is the Etrd++. Thank you for watching.